Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do something a little fun. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make your very own Dead's X's. Think of this as sort of an updated version from a past video that Dead, aka Letitia Wolf, did. I will put a link of that video in the description box down below, down here on the bathroom floor. But this is the way that I like to do the Dead's X's on my face. Now, I know that they have their own way of doing the X's specifically, and they kind of have their own style. This is just personally how I like to do it. If you have a certain way of drawing X's on your face for whatever reason, or at least for going to see a Dead's show, that's totally up to you. It's your own personal preference. It also doesn't matter what kind of product you use. You can use pencil eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, like a little ink pot eyeliner, like a little gel eyeliner, whatever the heck you want. I actually happen to use black face paint, and I'll show you the method on how I make the Dead's X's. So let's jump right into it. So I'm going to show you how I make the X's with this guy right over here. This is the Maron Paradise AQ Face and Body Makeup in black. I'm just going to push my bangs off my eyes. You can see that my face is a little bit black from when I was testing out some X's earlier. And my eyebrows are still a little black from that as well. But I will show you my personal method on how to make the X's and how to make them super big and bold, and show you a couple styles that I like to do. So I will show you the style that I like to do, and then I'll show you a couple other styles on my arm. And yeah. And I totally just hit my bathroom shower door. Alright, so let's jump right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open this guy right here. As you can see, this paint is very well used. I don't know if you can already tell, but it's very wet and creamy still from when I was testing out some X styles earlier. And my hands are a little dry from when I was cleaning my brushes. As you can tell, my hands are very, my one hand is like very white in comparison to the other. And that's because I was washing my brush with Irish Spring bar soap, but I will get more on that later. So I'm gonna turn you guys this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm just pushing my hair back off my face. I have my hair in a braid so that way it's off and out of the way. And I'm going to take the bit of water that I put into the paint and the brush that I have and just kind of swirl around the brush a little bit as so to coat the brush with paint entirely. Paint is water activated. You can use alcohol activated paint, like I mentioned. You can also use eyeliner, gel eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, a pen eyeliner, whatever the heck you want, as long as it's black, like pitch black, like your soul, or like this latex glove. Whatever works for you guys. So I'm going to actually show you how Dead does it first, and then I'm going to show you my method of doing it. So I noticed that Dead in particular likes to do her X's like this, where she kind of just brings them up from like right where her eye begins and right through her eyebrow, and kind of brings them up in like a curvy sort of shape like that, and sort of stops them right where her eye crease begins. I'm gonna just lean down a little bit so you guys can see. And then right from underneath her eye, she brings it down like that and kind of brings it down like that. Just be careful if you do have wrinkles around this eye area, that the paint or eyeliner or whatever you're using doesn't like crease up or fade or smudge or anything because of the freckles or wrinkles or whatever the heck you have. And then I just kind of like to make them a little thicker, a little darker, a little bolder. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight soaker. I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point. But this is, from what I can tell from her videos, she usually makes her X's a lot like this. And then what she'll do as like a little joke is she'll put 3 little dots right by her eye, like that. And I think that's super cute, actually. Like, I really love when she does that, and I think that's absolutely adorable. So now I'm going to show you my method of doing the X's. So when I do the X's, I sort of just draw as if I were making like an X right through my eye. And I'm going to do kind of a similar method where I I'm really just gonna kind of start on my eyebrow and then bring it underneath the eye, like that. Almost like I drew a line like straight through my eye. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing, just slightly on the left. Now my lines are a little bit more slanty on this side, so I'm going to straighten it out just a little bit. I do like it a little straighter on the top. They do look better if they're kind of straighter on the top. And then I just kind of thicken my lines out at the top, where the lines should normally meet, and bring them up a little bit, like that. And then I thicken them out towards the bottom, like so. And I just kind of have fun with it. And I kind of make them messy. In the last video that she put out for this kind of thing, Dead said herself that like she makes them super messy and so do the rest of the girls because they're not perfect. I mean, honestly, to me, they're perfect, but whatever. I digress. And sometimes, occasionally, if I'm feeling up to it, I, too, will bring the paint right down to the underside of my brow. Like, right there. Like, right where the crease of my eye begins. Because I noticed that, like, whenever they squint, it sort of almost looks like the X is coming together. Like, do you see that? And I don't know if you can tell. I just try not to leave the paint in the brow in actuality because it's hard to take the paint out of the brow. It's so difficult because then you end up with black brows and that's kind of crazy. When Dead leaves her little dots on the side, it kind of inspires me to make my own little symbols. So I usually do a tiny little crown on my side. I just kind of make a little V shape like that, and then I'll make a line right here in the center, and then I'll just kind of make this little 3-point crown shape, and I kind of like that. I've been doing that a lot for my Dead's X's, and I think that's a lot of fun. What I also do for my Dead's X's, if I'm feeling very, I've never been to one of their shows before, but I really want to do this at one of their shows at some point. But I'll show you what I like to do. I'll make an eye shape for you right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. But I'll just make this little eye shape on my hand so you guys can watch what I'm doing. And what I'll do is I'll do the kind of similar thing where I just draw the line straight through the eye and kind of start off with this X shape. And then what I'll do is I'll actually make my X look super kind of curvy, almost like a treasure chest X. Like in a Pirates of the Caribbean kind of movie, almost. And then I'll just fill in the X like so. Oops, sorry, I'm covering. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. But this is what I do sometimes if I'm feeling up to it, if I'm feeling a little adventurous. And that's another way that I like to do the X's. This is also, it's kind of reminiscent of what Dolly Dead sometimes likes to do, which is a little bit more like a bolder version of this. There is also the Betty Dead way from the For Your Obliteration album cover, and that also works, where it's kind of like an X cartoony, but not filled in completely, and I really like that style too. But yeah, aside from all that, that's pretty much it. That's just how I like to do the X's. I hope to see them at a show one day. They are really, really awesome. If you don't already know who they are 4 fantastic people, and I do say people because now they have a dude as well. It was 4 ladies and now it's 3 ladies and a dude, and they're really cool and really awesome, and you should go follow all of them. I will put all of their links down in the description box below. And I'll also, like I said, mentioned before, I will put a link to Tish's old video in the description box as well. You can follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, if they have a Snapchat. I don't know. But if you want to, also, you can get your own Dead name, because that's what they do. They name each and every one of their fans, and I think that's the coolest shit ever. So my Dead name is Lady Dead. It used to be Queenie Dead, but then I decided to go back on the Queenie, because Queenie just sounds like I'm coming out of Fantastic Beasts, and I'm like, as much as I love Queenie Goldstein, that name just does not go with a Dead name. It has to sound cooler, so Lady Dead became my brand new Dead name. And truth be told, I kind of want my boyfriend to match as Lord Dead. But I'm just kind of having a little fun. You can get your very own Dead name if you're on Twitter. And you can hashtag what's your dead name. I'll also leave that hashtag in the description box below. And you can get your very own dead name by hashtagging what's your dead name, and they'll come up with a dead name for you. And you can also follow the DeadCorps fan page on Facebook, where a open, or I guess a closed group that you have to be added into. But they're all really cool and really crazy, and I happen to really love these guys. They're really freaking cool. I got to meet the Dead Deads over video chat by a good friend of mine, Lucas Holton, aka Lava Dead. You can follow him as well. I will leave his link down below because they're all awesome. Just follow the DeadCorps in general. We're like a really crazy, dysfunctionally cuckoo family, like the Robinsons from Meet the Robinsons. But yeah, so that's my spiel. You can also follow my social media links down below. I also have a music page. Do whatever you like. But until the next video, I will see you all soon, I guess. So take care, everybody. I will see you all. And rock the fuck out. See you guys.